Emi's situation is kind of weird, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of weird. It's a crazy world we live in, to where for the internet to feel good about itself, it needs everyone to have an opinion on certain things. So you know what? Let's see what Emi has to say. Can I get the original video that caused the whole outcry of people bitching and moaning, please?
Like, there's a certain extent where I'm like, okay, sure, I get.
The thoughts on ice.
Like, there's a certain extent where I'm like, okay, sure, I get people wanting big content creators to like say their opinions on like important topics. I get that, right? But it's like, if you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to like get off the internet. Like,
I think that's pretty based. I'm not gonna lie to you. We are 25 seconds into it. I think that's pretty fucking valid.
just stop. Like hello? Like, I don't, like, what? Like, how am I gonna, I don't know, get help? Like, even like, I don't know. Like, obviously I don't like dislike any of the political streamers, except for like some of like the really bad ones. I don't really like them, but it's like, I don't understand how in the first place people care so much what they say. I guess it's because they just have a lot of reach or influence, but it's like, why are you listening to them in the first place? I don't.
Okay. With that being said, there's one more. Cleveland, if you want to hand me that one also. So basically, she said, if you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably should just need to get off the fucking internet. All right. This is the full clip. I mean, I don't even think the full clip matters. Like, I mean, it's very simple. Like, hold on, here it goes.
I don't know what that is, Allie. I genuinely have no idea what that is. I don't know what you're talking about. What is Hassanette? Oh, no, I know what ice is. I thought, okay, never mind. Like, I do, like, there's a certain extent where I'm like, okay.
I mean, and then we get to the point, right? We get to the point.
I get people wanting big content creators to like say their opinions on like important topics.
Nah, it's not. I feel like people don't even want them to sit. They want them to pick their side. That's what's wrong with people in the world this day and age. Like, if they wanted their opinion, they want it baited in a way for it to make them look bad, right? They just want them to agree with what they believe in. That's the problem. And I hope, right, because she did put out an apology yesterday, was 16 hours ago, which was yesterday, right? Kind of, you know, put in perspective what she thinks about everything. So let's listen to that real quick. This is an old picture of her, but we're gonna put this up while we listen to this speech, because I am not reading all of that, and I went to school in Florida.
Hello, it's very rare I will speak my mind, but I'd rather get my thoughts out there, so apologies if this is long. There is a clip from my stream that's been circulating a lot, so I'd like to explain it for anyone who was hurt or shocked by it. When the clip starts, I was responding to a mod asking a question that included the word ice. I'm not someone who normally comments on or gives my opinions on serious real-world topics, so it didn't really click to me that they were referring to the agency. You can see in the clip when I say, thoughts on ice. There is an instant cut afterwards that makes it seem...
Oh, and today chat, I'm going to put my thoughts on, I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on ice today.
Like I'm responding directly to that question, which I'm not. To clarify, since this has gotten a lot of people speculating about my real thoughts, it should go without saying no one deserves to live their life in fear of being killed or taken away from their homes or families, regardless of who is doing it, but especially not because of ICE or any other government agency. I understand the world is a very cruel and messed up place. You don't have to study politics or actively read the news to know that. I would never want to invalidate anyone who struggles with those things, and an agency like causing fear and suffering deserves zero support. To me, that's not even political, it's basic human empathy. I never made comments on stream about ICE in the first place. That was a dishonest and intentionally maliciously clipped post.
A once again, classic clip channels.
It's a very common thing that clip accounts do to streamers, and it's becoming more and more common. But it should go without saying, no one should have to live in fear or suffer because of who they are or where they're from. This is something that's always been important to me. I just tend to try to focus my creative stuff around games and cosplay, rather than try to take up room in an environment already polluted by misinformation and hatred. Additionally, I thought I might as well bring this up now. It's a very traumatic and personal topic, so that is why I avoided talking about it. I will never be friends with anybody who abuses anyone, assaults people, or consumes content that enables the abuse of children. I've always been a creator who is friends or on good terms with basically everybody. Streamers in Texas, in LA, in all different bubbles, and this has unfortunately included some bad actors.
In Florida also, whatever.
A lot of people have questioned how these bad actors found their way into my circle, but it is certainly not because I am okay with vile behavior. Not abuse, not sexual assault, nor pedophilia. These guys did their best to hide their behavior not only from me, but from everyone around us as long as they possibly could. As serious allegations...
And right now they're talking about abuse, because, the whole Kaceytron thing and Lucari, the whole Lucari situation. All right. I also see circulating. Now, listen, this is all an assumption here, right? I don't know how true this is. Once again, you can't really trust clip channels. Now people are judging her for who she hangs out with currently, right? For instance, somebody said, oh, her and maybe Asmund play games together. Who gives a f? Truthfully speaking, who cares? If you care about what someone else does on their free time, hanging out with friends, please help society out by finding the nearest bridge. Okay? And go fishing on it. All right? With that being said, I don't think anybody should give a fuck about who the fuck you hang out with. All right? A lot of people have secrets, bro. Some people don't even know.
Or evidence came out, I always immediately dropped them and vowed to never make content with them again. Basically, everyone in Austin did the same. These incidents, multiple of them of course, were something the streamer community here talked about extensively and affected all of us a lot. I thought actions over words, never interacting with those people again and preventing them from being involved in streamer community activities, a lot of which in Austin are hosted by me, would send a clear message that this type of shit isn't welcomed. I suppose maybe that did not make how I felt clear. Well, hopefully this makes it more clear. Anyone who abuses people or children is not my friend and never will be again. Always has been that way, and always will continue to be that way. I know this won't stop people from taking issue with the way I do things. I don't expect it to. I'm saying this because I know my community and friends are fatigued. That's pretty much it. Thank you for taking the time to read this. I will continue doing what I usually do. I just wanted to finally say something because the speculation and lies were getting out of control. It'll likely continue.
Yep.
But I hope putting my stance out there will help those who already feel unsupported and unsafe, like there's one less person trying to send hatred their way.
Well, I mean, it's unfortunate that you're dealing with this, okay? I don't think you've done anything wrong. Would be a regular person. Now, it sounds like I'm a D1 glazer here, ladies and gentlemen, but listen, I'm a very big, bro, if somebody didn't do shit wrong, just leave them the fuck alone. Like, it's very simple. It's a very simple way. Like, if you didn't do anything wrong, just leave them alone. That's the problem. But now, the one thing I do disagree with Emmy, right? Is that she put out this apology because the internet don't give a because if you said, you know what, chat, this morning I woke up with I'm gonna make up a random body part. Chat, this morning I woke up with a tumor on my meniscus. Now I hope that's not a real body part. And you put it on the internet won't give a The internet just looks, the internet is like a bunch of sharks. Okay. With that being said, when they smell blood, they go after it. Now that you apologize, they have you by the balls. Well, you're a woman, you know the other parts. So, okay, don't ever apologize. And I don't understand why people keep doing it. Now, with that being said, there is a Wake take on this situation. I did see that one. I didn't watch it though. I seen it and I think Wake said a bunch of words that I cannot understand. So I'm gonna need you guys to help me dummy it down for me.
I think that it's very difficult to have any tether to someone with the degree of like political influence. Like the cultural and political influence of Asmongold has become so enormous.
The cultural and political influence.
In so like publicly synonymous with the dismantling of good faith discourse and online
with good Discord. Wait, yeah.
Spaces.
Wait, run that back. Hold on, run that back because this is a YouTube video. I'm gonna get cooked in YouTube comments.
Good faith discourse in online spaces that it's
discourse, not Discord, discourse.
Very difficult to not have that friendship color what you'd go on to omit. You know? Like, I think the reason why people don't care about whether or not someone like Tyler One or like Clint Stevens or fucking, you know, Squeaks, you know, I think the reason why people probably might not like constantly pry, press, or attempt to get positions out of them is because their affiliations don't suggest a sort of permissive attitude towards certain ideologies.
So what he's saying is he saying that she's getting shitted on because she's friends with Asmon? Is that what is that what he's saying? She's basically getting shitted on because who she's friends with. I think that's kind of crazy. I think that's insane. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And so it's a difficult thing to have a public friendship with someone who is now become synonymous with like alt-right vitriol. And like to then not take a stance is probably where people are taking that issue, right?
They're calling her racist because she knows that's yeah, I don't know. Like, the thing is, there's nothing we can do about stupid people, you know? There's just no hope. We can't fix that, right? We can't just like snap our fingers and make everything, you know, right in the world. It's just not how that works. You're judged by a company you keep. I don't really get that. I don't give a damn. Clip channels would have posted that clip either way. She's just a big streamer and it gets them numbers. True. But it still shows how far behind society is. Just because society's just stupid, man. Like it shouldn't matter who you hang out with. It shouldn't matter what you do on your off time. You know what I'm saying? You're not hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein. You know what I'm saying? The guy's a political streamer. That's his realm. Like just because I hang out with like the world's best gay porn star, it doesn't mean I'm gay. That's just the homie. You know what I'm saying? That is just the homie. Would you hang out with Lack? Well, I used to hang out with Lack, but now that they're, you know, those, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, now, because once again, when shit comes out, my nigga, okay, that's disgusting. Does that make sense? Asmon is racist. I highly disagree with you that he took a picture with my black ass. So I don't think, listen, I've met some racist people. Mind you, I've met some racist people, chat. Like, listen to me very carefully. Listen to me very carefully. when you actually meet a racist mother, they will let you know off rip. You will know if they're racist. Because when I went out to the west end of Florida, I went into those, you know what I'm saying? I got out there, bro, because I went mudding. This quick little story real quick. I went mudding for the first time. First time in my life. I got out that car. That man was in front of that goddamn, he was in front of the store. He said it clear as day with a dip in his mouth. He's like, we don't take too kindly of y'all down here. And I was like, you know what? You got it, OG. And I got back in the car. Racist will let you know they're racist. It's very simple. So it's unfair to just put that title on somebody because you don't fuck with them. All right. Now, with that being said, back to this. Now I do see, I think Kaceytron commented on this also. Hold on. I think it was on the Ock tweet. Hold on. Oh no, this is outside. This is outside of this. No, this is outside of the situation, right? No. This is outside of it, right? Is this the same one? Wait, is this the same? Hold on. As well in the Inside Brigade of Florida, people are allowed to have opinions on others than killing minorities. Okay, I don't know anything about that. The Inside Brigade subreddit couldn't do their no politic rule for more than 2 days. Such an crime men, they get historical when the majority doesn't agree with the inside opinion. So the brigade, actual turf. Okay, yeah, this has nothing to do with it. This has. Oh, okay, it does have something to do with it. Okay, so Kate said she was so disgusted about ice Tecton and Lucario that she had to wait to get into the country for not to speak out. She clarified she thought people were asking her about ice cubes. Girl, sure. Bro, has Kaceytron not learned her lesson? Like, she was about to get sued and lose everything. Like, bro, like at that point, my nigga, I would just stop. Like, you was on the verge, like you was boohoo crying. I'm not like, does that make sense? If you're about to lose everything, you get bro, the mother blessed you by not suing because he was about to win. He literally set you up for the switcheroo bait and switch, and he was about to take you for everything. And then you just go back doing the same dumb shit. Like, what? Come on, man. Casey, do better. You let yourself go 1, 2, do fucking better, man. Like, stay the fuck off the internet. Not even stay. I know this is your income, but like, damn. Fuck, bro. Like, it's embarrassing at this point. Hi, Casey. What do you think would be better in response to your generally curious about what you believe should have done it differently after being? There's nothing that she could have say and no amount of money she could donate that could convince me she is not soulless ghoul like all the men she's happily surrounded herself with for years. She wouldn't have addressed it at all had it not got the traction that it did. Wow. Wow. I'ma say it. H3 sort of sued her to the ground. It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate that he didn't do it. Yeah, it's so unfortunate, man. So unfortunate. Because some people some examples need to be made out of certain people, man. Just like God honest truth, some examples need to be made out of certain people. All right. Within closing, chat, I'm gonna say this and this only. Clip channels will always bait for impressions. 2, take everything you see on Twitter, X, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, with a grain of salt. Because a lot of shit is AI, it's bullshit, it's clickbait, and it's just setting you up to look like an idiot. Like yesterday, I read some shit that was just kind of crazy, and I just had to be like, oh, it's Twitter, I don't care, you know? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, okay? And I'll see you guys next time.